would you do if you were the architect to redesign the World Trade Center?
I think that the World Trade Center replacement project that my dad has designed is probably the best big project he's ever done. And it's probably the most exciting thing I've ever seen by any architect anywhere ever. It is literally stretches, it takes the World Trade Center site, stretches it over the Hudson, all the way out towards Ellis Island. And it's just a wonderful, wonderful concept. It would be so great because it would free up that part of Manhattan. It would allow the sites of the two towers to be really a park area and a memorial. And it would really just make the skyline and all the approach to New York. You'd see this wonderful inspired tower and then this enormous causeway bridge going across, connecting New Jersey and New York. It's too bad it really wasn't more considered by New York.
I got thinking about it after it happened, like a lot of architects. And I remembered the Ponte Vecchio, which is in Florence. And I knew about the Ponte Vecchio, not because I've been there, but my history books and all. And also because I had a bookbinder in Miami by the name of Cheney. He and his family, and not just a family, I'm talking about his father, his grandfather, his great-grandfather, his great-great-grandfather, and his great-great-grandfather before that. They all lived on Ponte Vecchio, and they had a bookbinding shop there. And they lived there and worked there. And people are still doing it since the time that thing was built, hundreds of years ago. So I thought, boy, why not a modern-day Ponte Vecchio going from New York to New Jersey, and people live on it. And then they don't have to worry about automobiles and so on. Anyway, that was the start of it. So I did a bridge, and I modified it. So then I did a building, and I hung a bridge down below so you could get traffic back and forth. It's only a mile and a half from Jersey over to New York, the point I was going. And I came down in the Battery Park of New York, where there are no buildings of any consequence or size, and I went down in the swampland of New Jersey, and at one end I had a marina, and then at the other end, on hanging the structure that the bridge hung from, I had a performing arts center, big, like the Kennedy Center in Washington. I had next a museum, like the Metropolitan Museum. I'm talking about really big. And next, I had a Radio City Music Hall with stage, screen, and all the works that Radio City had. And next, I had a shopping mall, one of the biggest you ever saw in your life. And this whole thing had 10 million square feet on it, which was bigger than any square footage they lost in the other thing. And to me, the rest of it was devoted to housing, where you'd live at home and you'd work at home. And you use your computer, despite my reservations about computers, to sell your goods to the world if you wanted to. Didn't make difference what you had, whatever it had, you'd work at home. And then you didn't even need a car. What do you need a car for if you're working, living at home? Or you might want a car to keep in Jersey to go see the kids in Boston or sometime, but that's different. Okay, that's my idea for the World Trade Center. Still a good idea, and we still need a bridge, and they still ought to build it.